Diet is responsible for 30% of cancers in developed countries, according to The Lancet. The connection is clear. Poor eating habits significantly increase the risk of developing cancer. Despite the long history of cancer research, our understanding of this deadly disease remains limited. Cancer is an overwhelming condition for anyone diagnosed. While treatments like chemotherapy, radiotherapy, or surgery may offer hope, the survival rate for stage 4 cancer patients remains dismally low. Moreover, many cancers do not show noticeable symptoms until the later stages, leaving little room for early intervention. The best we can do is take preventive measures and hope for the best. Carcinogens are diverse, and abundant evidence shows that the foods we choose to consume play a pivotal role in cancer risk. Today, we'll unveil the top 8 foods you should avoid because they might be carcinogenic. Rest assured, the information in this video is fact-checked, unbiased, and reviewed by qualified professionals. Now let's dive into the first food on our list. 8. Instant noodles. In many countries, noodles and ramen are staples in diets. However, frequent consumption of these instant foods has been linked to adenocarcinoma, a cancer originating in glandular cells. Cancer develops when cells grow uncontrollably, and the bisphenol A BPA found in some noodles is a known contributor. BPA mimics estrogen and interferes with estrogen receptors, leading to cellular mutation and uncontrolled growth. Some noodles also contain ethylene oxide, a potent carcinogen. On top of that, instant noodles are often high in sodium. While sodium is essential for our bodies, excessive intake can harm health. The surplus sodium can damage the gastric lining and promote temporary epithelial cell growth, increasing cancer risk. Moreover, high sodium levels encourage the growth of H. pylori bacteria in the stomach, a well-established risk factor for gastric cancer. To reduce these risks, consider consuming only the noodles and avoiding the provided seasoning or soup packet. 7. Red meat. Meat proteins are widely loved, but red meat has been shown to be carcinogenic for several parts of the body, including colorectal, liver, and breast cancer, among others. Cooking red meat at high temperatures forms harmful chemicals, such as heterocyclic amines, HCAs, which are linked to cancer. Furthermore, excessive red meat intake can lead to the formation of nitroso compounds in the body, another cancer-inducing agent. To minimize risk, it's advisable to opt for white meat instead. However, if you still wish to enjoy red meat, studies suggest that preheating and wrapping it during cooking can reduce the formation of these harmful compounds. 6. Soybean oil. While plant-based oils are generally considered healthy, excessive consumption of soybean oil may increase the risk of bladder cancer. Soybean oil is high in omega-6 fats, which can trigger inflammation in the body, and it may also contain glyphosate, a known carcinogen. Though research on this is limited, a study involving over 30,000 Japanese participants indicated that higher soy intake was associated with a reduced risk of bladder cancer in men, though this protective effect wasn't observed in women. More studies are needed to confirm the link between soybean oil and bladder cancer. 5. Alcohol. Alcohol is responsible for about 4% of all cancers globally. It raises the risk of various cancers, including those of the upper digestive tract, liver, and breast. Alcohol induces inflammation and oxidative stress in the body, leading to DNA damage. Additionally, drinking hot beverages like hot coffee and tea can increase the risk of esophageal cancer due to thermal injury. Regular alcohol consumption, particularly more than 3 drinks a day, can elevate the risk of pancreatic and stomach cancers. The liver processes alcohol, releasing harmful aldehyde chemicals that damage DNA and hinder the body's repair mechanisms, which can eventually lead to cancer. Furthermore, excessive alcohol intake can raise hormone levels like insulin, promoting cell division and the spread of cancer. 4. Processed meats. Favorites like pepperoni pizza and hot dogs may be tempting, but processed meats contain additives and preservatives that are linked to various cancers. High-heat cooking methods also produce HCAs, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs, known carcinogens. Numerous cancers, including colorectal, lung, and prostate cancers, have been associated with high processed meat consumption. Additives like nitrates and nitrites used in processing these meats are proven carcinogens. 3. Betel quid. Betel quid, made from areca nuts and tobacco, has been used for nearly 2,000 years. It is popular among blue-collar workers in South Asia and Taiwan. However, chewing betel quid is linked to tooth decay, oral submucous fibrosis, and cancers of the mouth and esophagus. Areca nuts alter the microbiota of mucosal cells, triggering inflammation that can lead to cancer. Studies show that the alkaloids in areca nuts cause DNA damage, promoting cell proliferation. Betel quid chewers are 28 times more likely to develop oral cancer, and those who also smoke and drink alcohol face a 123 times higher risk. 2. Ultra-processed foods. Ultra-processed foods, which include packaged snacks, sweetened beverages, and ready-to-eat meals, have become a popular convenience. But the trade-off is often our health. Consumption of ultra-processed foods has been associated with colon, breast, and pancreatic cancers. These foods often contain carcinogenic additives like bisphenol A, BPA, which mimics estrogen, blocking its receptors and causing genetic mutations that may lead to cancer. 1. Fried foods. Who doesn't love deep-fried foods, especially French fries? Unfortunately, fried foods can pose significant health risks. When oil is repeatedly heated and consumed, it produces carcinogenic chemicals, including HCAs and PITs. Frying plant-based foods like potatoes also produces acrylamide, another carcinogen. High acrylamide levels are linked to endometrial, ovarian, lung, kidney, and esophageal cancers. We've covered 8 foods strongly associated with cancer progression, but there are more to be cautious about, even if the evidence isn't conclusive. One such food is milk, which contains the hormone IGF that may promote tumor growth. Dairy products are also high in saturated and trans fats, potentially contributing to liver carcinoma. While some studies suggest a link between milk consumption and breast, uterine, liver, and prostate cancers, the evidence remains mixed. For now, it's best to consume milk in moderation. Refined grains, like white rice, bread, and cereals, are another area of concern. These grains can increase insulin levels, promoting the growth of tumor cells. However, research on the direct link between refined grains and cancer is still inconclusive. That concludes our list of cancer-triggering foods. We hope this information helps you make better choices in your diet. If you know of other foods to watch out for, feel free to share in the comments. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more health tips.